Hello and welcome to the Kayden Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here today is Tiona Campbell. Tiona, how's it going?
Hey y'all, I am doing good.
That is so good to hear. So why don't you start by telling everyone a little bit about you and how you got started in your musical journey?
Heck yeah, I would love to share my story. Thanks for having me. It means a lot.
Of course.
Um, aw, I grew up in East Texas and, just small churches singing with the family. And, in small towns, there's not a lot to do. So,
Hmm.
I got married like right out of high school, started having kids, and just thought that part of my life was over. And about, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, I really felt like something was missing in my life. And it just finally steered me back to music. And honestly, I've never written a song until 7 years ago. And that was something new for me and kind of scary because I'd never done it, but I really felt led to start writing music. And I just kind of stepped out in faith and was like, okay, I'm just going to give it a shot. I was just super curious where I was being led. And my gosh, like 7 years later, I have, I don't know, 12, 13 songs on Spotify and iTunes. And um, God just keeps opening more and more doors. And so I just keep going and I love it. I'm like, why did I not find out about this like when I was like a teenager or even in my 20s? Like, why did I not discover that I could do this? Like, I mean, when I was a kid, I would make up stupid, silly songs, but I did not take it serious because they were horrible. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the thing, today's day and age, a lot of kids are doing that, as you can tell. You see all these, 12-year-old teenagers, they're all doing it.
yeah, yeah, for sure. So, I love it. I wish I would have found it sooner in life, but that's not part of my story. And
Hmm.
so maybe I wouldn't have had any good songs then. I did live a very like great I had a great childhood. I had a great life, and so maybe my songs would have not been good.
Well, I mean, it definitely takes time to be able to build a good song. Like, you're not really good at it when you first start, obviously. Everybody isn't.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming projects, singles that you want to share with us
Yeah.
today?
Yeah, heck yeah. So my latest single just came out a couple weeks ago. It's actually a remix. So I've been recording in Houston for a couple years, but the guy that I had met originally, he's more of an EDM producer.
Hmm.
So I was really looking for a country producer. So originally, Jesus and Coffee, my single that just came out, was actually produced and put out in 2018. But once I found a country producer, I really wanted to
Hmm.
countryfy it. So we did a Jesus and Coffee Nashville remix. That is the one that just came out a couple weeks ago. So it's anywhere that you stream music. It's super countryfied. And basically, the metaphor of the song is I'm not a morning person, so I have to have a
Hmm.
whole lot of Jesus and a whole lot of coffee. So it's just a fun song that we definitely did a remix in Nashville in a Nashville studio, recording studio this summer, and it came out a couple weeks. Super excited about. I never thought I'd want to write a Christmas song, and I did a Christmas gig last year and promoted it, saying, "Meet me by the big
Hmm.
green Christmas tree." At a place called Market Street, which is like an outdoor shopping center.
Okay.
And it became this fun idea of like, this could be a Christmas song. So me and two other artists played around with the idea. And so I have my first Christmas song coming out the middle of October when all the Christmas music starts to play in all the stores. And it's called A Texas Country Christmas. So I'm super excited about that. I love the song. I just have a really good it just feels like Christmas, and it definitely
Hmm.
has a Texas traditional sound to it, a lot like Cody Johnson's, your
Okay.
Texas
Yeah.
country artist. So the band really pulled through a Texas traditional sound for, a Christmas song for Texas. So yeah.
Do you have any advice to those who might want to get into singing or just being in the industry in itself?
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, the biggest thing, which sounds so common, but you truly have to stay true to yourself because we all have a place in the industry. Our songs all have a place somewhere in the world, but we have to be true to ourselves because we have just a little bit uniqueness from each
Mm-hmm.
person, you know? And if we can just hone in on that, and obviously it's a daily fight, you know, to just don't compare yourself and, you know, appreciate where you are and whatever
Mm-hmm.
stage you are in, because you just get better and better, you know, you grow, you learn from the mistakes, you learn from one song to the next, you know, it's just a learning process. But like, don't give up, stay true to yourself. You know, I've created an artist community here in Houston that's been huge for me, you know, and they're all genres, they're not all
Mm-hmm.
country, you know, having that community is huge. So
It certainly is. No, I agree with that because, we have like a certain community, with internet radio, radio stations, FM, everything. It's all like one big community, and we kind of have to have that. That's like one of the big things to be able to connect is just fantastic.
I love that y'all have that. It's huge
Hmm.
because, you know, all of y'all are in different stages
Right.
in different levels in your career, and just having that same common, you know, passion, it's
Hmm.
just huge. And the support with, you know, of each other. Like, I agree. It's really big.
So, where do you see yourself and your music in the next couple years? Where do you think you'll be?
Oh wow. I mean, I definitely think I'll be on bigger stages. I think I'll be touring out of Texas more. I definitely think I'll be at the Ryman by then in Nashville. I definitely think I will be with a label by then. So yeah, that's kind of where I see it, but we'll see. You never know. I just keep going when the doors open, man. And I keep sharing my music, and it's been a fun ride.
Awesome, awesome. So, if someone was to write a song about you or something that has happened in your life, what do you think that they'd write about, Tiona?
Wow. I think they would write that she truly went after her purpose, you know, like whatever she felt really led her purpose was, you know, I went for it. You know, um I didn't, you know, give up, and I just went for it. I think that's what it would be, but honestly, I don't know. Maybe they would be like, she's a nice person, or who knows?
Very broad of a subject there, but it works. It works, I
I mean,
suppose.
I feel like I'm a nice person, so maybe that's what they would write about.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, you
No,
can definitely tell.
well, I definitely, I'm super passionate about people finding their purpose and going after it. And I talk about that a lot in a lot of my podcast interviews,
Hmm.
and in my songs. Like, there is no greater way to live. Like, I've always had, like I said, an incredible life. Like, I've only had a few hard knocks, you know, and tough times that I've had to really walk through. But overall, it's been great. So, but once you actually go after everything you feel created for and go after your passions and your dreams, like that's a whole new level of happiness, and I just want everybody to experience that, whatever that is for
Hmm.
them. Like, and so I talk about that a lot because there truly to me is no greater way to live, you know. And so yeah, I would hope that I've spread that message enough, you know,
Hmm.
encourage people enough to like to go after that. That would be something that they would be like, she spoke that, you
Hmm.
know, she lived that, and that's something that encouraged people to do the same.
You are absolutely right. I think it's super important to be able to be happy in what you're doing, whether that be, music, TV, acting. There's so many different things that you can do in life, and, you want to be able to live the fullest.
Heck yeah, there's a balance. Like, I have a day job,
Hmm.
and then I do this, you know, when I
Hmm.
can. So there's a balance to, you know, you got to do what you got to do for your livelihood and for your
Hmm.
family, but you got to make sure you do what you love to do. You got to make a balance.
Hmm. Absolutely. And you also got to make sure it's a good balance where you're not overstressed or overworked on any of them, too. That's super important.
It's so true, and that is tricky. So it's something that I feel like I'm constantly adjusting, but that's
Hmm.
huge. I agree with you. Mhm.
Absolutely. So, where can people find you on social media if they want to check you out, Tiona?
Yeah. So honestly, if you type in my name, Tiona Campbell, Tiona, it pops me up on Instagram. That'll pop you up on Facebook, Twitter, and then all the digital formats for music. Yeah.
Do you have a message to those who might be listening, watching, or any of your fans out there?
Heck yeah. Like, I'm an independent artist. So I hope you heard something today that, strikes something to want to go listen to my music. Um, and just continue, to encourage people to like whatever it is that you've either given up on or think you're not good enough, like continue to pursue whatever brings, so much joy to you and like literally like fireworks go off inside of you because you're so passionate about it. Like don't give up on it. Like continue to like find a way to make it happen, even if it's just a little step this week towards something you want to do big. Like that little step consistently goes a long ways.
I agree. I agree. Tiona, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you would like to mention?
um Everybody go stream my music. Back Porch has are my biggest streams. I would love to share that one with you. It's been a great single that came out last year that's done really great. Listen to the Christmas songs, share my music, share my songs. It would mean so much, your support. And yeah, just thanks for having me and sharing my story and my music. It means a lot.
Tiona Campbell, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. We really do appreciate your time so much for being with us today.
Thanks, guys. Love you so much.